All right, what you working up to today?
Squats are gonna be so fast today. I literally only have 90 kilos.
Isn't that a little light for you?
I know, I'm trying to tame my ego right now, but it's deload week, so it's not supposed to be heavy. Damn, I feel like people need to know. I'm on a deload, guys. I swear I'm stronger than this. Put a finger down if any of these apply to you. Poor sleep or restlessness. Mood dips or being really irritable. Soreness or pain that lingers for longer than usual. You start dreading your workouts. Weight that usually feels really easy suddenly starts to feel really hard. So if you've just put any of your fingers down or all of your fingers down, that is a big sign that you probably need a deload. Hi, what's up YouTube? My name's Anne and welcome back to another video. If you know nothing about me, just know that I'm all about making the girlies feel strong and confident in the gym, and I wanna help you do that without feeling burnt out, which is what brings me to the topic of today's video. Right now with my training, I'm actually taking a deload week. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to take a deload, what a deload actually is, and show you how I program and structure some of my clients' deloads. So a deload, just by textbook definition, is a reduction in training volume or training intensity or both. The purpose of a deload is to give your body some time to rest and recover and to bring your fatigue levels down. And I know sometimes it's hard to take a step back and feel like it's actually good for you, but I always like to think of deloads as taking one step back so you can take 3 steps forwards. I'm gonna get a little bit sciencey on you right now, but I want you to stick with me. I always think it's so important to understand the why behind something, and I think it helps you move with a little bit more intention. So this is your strong girl math. Your performance is a result of your fitness adaptations minus fatigue. So think of fitness as the positive adaptations that you get from training. And then we have fatigue, which are the negative effects of training. This is your muscle soreness, your reduced energy levels, or unracking a weight that should be really light for you, but all of a sudden it feels like 400 pounds on your back.
Oh wow, that feels like 240 kilos today.
The fatigue levels that you accumulate fade faster than fitness, which is why by the end of a deload, you should feel stronger. But a quick note for my ladies who are beginners, you don't even need to think about deloads yet because you're still in your period of newbie gains. And my advice to you, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Before we get into the nitty gritty of what a deload actually is, I wanna talk about periodization. I don't really wanna scramble your brain with all these big words, so all that means is that your training should have structured phases, i.e. the best way to not burn out is not to go balls to the wall every single session. Most of my clients deload every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on what training phase we're in, what their training history looks like, and how hard they're pushing. There are 2 main types of deloads that I like to use. So a proactive deload just means that it's planned ahead of time. For example, this training block, I plan to be pushing for 4 weeks and then take that 5th week as a deload week. Ideally, you're using a mix of both. So you can plan your deloads, but you also stay flexible and adjust based on how you feel. Side note, whenever I deload, I try not to be lazy in the gym, and I still want to train with intention, like calling deload weeks technique weeks. Focus should be on making the weight move well. And to make it perfectly clear, a deload is not a sign of weakness. It's nothing to feel guilty about. It is something that you need. Your body needs rest. It needs time to recover. Now we're gonna move on to bench, and I'm gonna talk about how to actually program a deload. For deloads, there's 2 ways that you can typically go about it. You can either reduce volume, so take away sets or reps that you're doing, or you can lower the intensity, which means if you're typically pushing RPE 8 to 10, for a deload week, you may stick to RPE 6 to 7. For a deload week, I typically keep movement patterns the same. I like to slow down and focus on form. Here's an example of a client's deload week as well. This was the last week of our training block, and we hit a bunch of volume PRs, and it just so happened to line up pretty perfectly with a vacation that she had planned, so it was a good week for a deload. For her deload week, she still had top sets with the same rep ranges, but we reduced the weight to be 80 to 85% of what she had done the previous week. For some of that fatigue to calm down, but also keep some of that training stimulus for the next training block.
They want to say hi. They want to say hi. Oh my God, I'm getting attacked. Currently Thursday of this deload week, and I used to hate deloads, like absolutely hate taking them because I felt so guilty and I just wanted to be in the gym. But as I've advanced as a lifter, I've come to appreciate my deload weeks more. Almost time things that I like to do around my training a little bit. Oh, like I only want to go out once a month, and I'm like, oh, I can just do that during my deload. Comes with a reward almost. So I feel like by the time I deload, I like earned it. And for this deload week, I've been enjoying a lot of different activities and just having a bit more free time for myself, because the gym is me time. So when I deload, I just have more me time, and I'm never opposed to that.
Okay, so that's gonna be the end of this video. I forgot to film an outro when I filmed the rest of this video. So I'm coming to you from the first week of my next training block, and I can say that I needed that deload and I feel amazing after that deload. If you learned anything from this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video and watching all the way through, and I will catch you next Wednesday. Love Island isn't on, but Fit by Ann is posting her Strong Girl School YouTube videos, so I already know what you're doing with your Wednesday night. You feel the connection forming? Oh, not yet? Maybe you need to subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday. I'll take you out. Yeah. Okay, peace.